sisters. Oh, we have only sisters today? What's going on? Let's see. Ken, brothers and sisters. Okay, welcome. Welcome to the 18 minutes of inspiration. We're holding now 20 days before Rosh Hashanah. In Breslev Hasidus, it is a fundamental matter, that concept of Rosh Hashanah. It is very common by all Hasidim to go to the Rebbe for the Yomim Tovim. For Rosh Hashanah they go, and for Yom Kippur, for Sukkot, I think. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I'm not any other Chassid, Breslev Chassid, but there's a traditional thing for Chassidim to go to the Rebbe. So Breslev Chassidus is also a Chassidus, and we also go to the Rebbe. So nothing fascinating, nothing more interesting than any other Chassidus. Yeah, just but if someone ever come to Uman, to the Rebbe, so for number one, it is known that nobody goes to a dead Rebbe. They all go to the Rebbe. The huge shul with a dome and the paranches, like that. They arrange the seats in an auditorium way, that they sit all around. They stand around the walls. A huge shul around the walls. There's steps next to the walls of the shul, so you can fit thousands of people in the Rebbe's tish. And the Rebbe is Lechaim, and he gives Shiraim, and everybody eats from the Rebbe. Very fascinating, very interesting, very beautiful, very uniting. And the Rebbe gives a sign, and everybody start dancing and singing. It's a whole. You come back from going to the Rebbe for Rosh Hashanah a different person. If you're a ger or belz or satmer or tzanzer Rebbe, you give your children at home the fire of being a chassid. So Breslev Hasidus has nothing to offer besides a promise from a Rebbe who passed away 200 years ago. And if anybody would come to Uman or Google Uman Rosh Hashanah online just to see what's happening in Uman for Rosh Hashanah, you would never imagine that the Rebbe is not here. You can see upon every face of everyone around that the Rebbe is here in Uman, alive. Because who can bring 70, 60,000 people, grab them from their home, to travel so many hours, to pay so much money, thousands of dollars for the trip, travel 15 hours on the bus, moving from a nation to a nation, past the border with so much, a lot of hours of waiting. And when you come to Uman, you understand why you came. When you see the variety of Yidden gathering together with such enormous, tremendous love of one another from all backgrounds of Yiddishkeit, the whole spectrum, Frum, not Frum, Sephardic, Ashkenazic, Hasidim, Litvikus, what's more, kippah, yes kippah, no kippah, yes hat, no hat, colors of hats. You can find the color of hats like the colors of the rainbow. And everybody's coming for the same purpose. There's no other Rebbe in the world who was able to attract people from everywhere in the world. Because every Hasidus, there's a stanz, there's a very The format is very clear, very fixed. The clothing is the same, the look the same, the hat is the same, the girdle is the same, the shoes are the same, the socks are the same. It's all only to that group alone. When Breslev, all the colors of Judaism coming to Rabbeinu. So you come to the Tzion, to the grave, to that living grave, and you stand there. You stand there like for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. All of a sudden you start crying. You cry your soul out. You feel like the Rebbe is like putting his hand into your throat and taking out all the schmutz, all the bad things you have, and clean you and clear you and bring you higher and higher to yourself, closer and closer to yourself. It's unbelievable. Uman Rosh Hashanah is unbelievable. Why do we go to Uman for Rosh Hashanah? There must be a huge reason to go. You know the only reason why we go to Uman for Rosh Hashanah? Because Rabbeinu said, you should come to me on Rosh Hashanah. That's it. One sentence from a Rebbe who lived 200 years ago. Come to me for Uman in Rosh Hashanah. That's it. I would imagine that there are like at least 100 hotels just built in the last 10 years. Uman today is the top, the highest value of real estate in all Ukraine is Uman, which is a village. It's like a city, but it's a village. Nothing is there besides the Rebbe. It's like a farmer's huts, chicken in the garden in the backyard, the river, horses, just very random city. The top real estate value in Ukraine. You imagine, because we came there, we started buying apartments from the Goyim. Everybody buys an apartment. Who can afford? I don't have an apartment yet over there. I wish I would, but many other has. And the hotels, the motels, at least 100 hotels for the last 10 years are built over there. Buildings, apartment buildings. The last 10 years, unbelievable. What's the growth is and so I was in the middle of something to say. So you see that the promise, Rebbe gave a promise. Rabbi Nachman said that he received his Rosh Hashanah as a present from God. And he said it's not for the schus avot, not because of the merit of his forefathers, and just he got it as a present from Hashem, and he begged everyone who listens to him to come to him for Rosh Hashanah. The Rebbe said, I can help you, I can do for you something special in Rosh Hashanah, something I'm unable to do for you the whole year round. So come to Rosh Hashanah to me. I'm gonna pay you back. Don't worry. You're not gonna be sorry for coming to me for Rosh Hashanah. I'm gonna take your soul. I'm gonna cleanse it and clean it and fix it, correct it, give your neshama a rectification. Not only your specific neshama, which is in your body. I'm gonna fix your neshama from the first reincarnation of your neshama. Could have been many hundreds of years ago, that your neshama was here already many times, reincarnating in different people. Rebbe says, I will fix it for you if you come to me for Rosh Hashanah. Rebbe said, I'm going to fix your neshama. Also, your future reincarnations of your neshama I'm going to fix it as well. It's a promise no any other Rebbe, any other person in the world never promised such a promise to come to Rosh Hashanah. Rabbeinu writes in a Sefer Likutei Moharan that the Shabbos at the Tzaddik, if you go to celebrate Shabbat with the Tzaddik, it is like fasting here. I'll read it from inside. Okay, you have to know it's a very short Torah, number 167 in the first portion of the Likutei Moharan. Da ve'ha'amen, כי השבוסים ששובתים אצל התלמיד חכם האמת הם כמו תענית. You have to know and believe that the Shabbosim, when you come for Shabbos, to stay by the Talmid Chacham, Haemet, with the Tzaddik, it is considered like fasting, like the Tikkunim, the Rebbe that you come to him, any Rebbe, not just Reb Nachman, any Rebbe, is like fasting. Fasting is a big tikkun. A person, not during Shabbos, during weekdays, you fast. Some people fast for their sins. They fast for rectifications of their soul. They want to become higher, holier, and closer to Hashem. People fast when the food is not an issue for you during the day, regular day. Then your ruchnius is elevating. Your spirituality is elevated. If you're worthy not to be angry during your fast, your tinies. So it is a special thing to go to the Rebbe, and it is and I want to touch a little point to encourage you that, and I'm going to beg you again, as I have begged you many times before, find yourself a Rebbe. Find yourself a tzaddik. Rav Koenig, Zecher Tzaddik Livracha, was very strong about it. Don't be without a physical Rebbe. Talk to your husband. He gotta find himself a physical, living person, a very chashuv yid, that he can lower himself a little bit in the presence of the Rebbe. You can accept his word blindly. You trust him. You respect him. He's a tzaddik. Find yourself a Rebbe. And if you cannot find that ultimate picture of the perfect Rebbe, come closer to a simple Rebbe, to somebody who's not yet a Rebbe, or he's like somebody who's stick to him. When you find a better one, fine. Go further, climb higher to the highest standard Rebbe. But don't be alone. Don't be without a Rebbe. Because when you come, that's what the Rebbe says in the teaching, the Likutei Moharan over here. When people come to the tzaddik have power to help you and to do things for you. When you come to the Rebbe, you come to that rabbi, and you says to him, Rebbe, this is my question. I have a problem. I have an issue. You give him, even if he's more of a simple person, but he has to be a scholar, a Talmid Chacham, has to be someone special. But he's receiving some heavenly powers. When you come to him and you make yourself a Talmid for that rabbi, for that person, he receives some ultra powers from Shamayim and special knowledge Just like that, he just boom, he gets to him and he's able to help you. That's a clear teaching from the book of from the Zohar. When people come to the tzaddik, he's able to help them. When nobody's by the tzaddik, he's like a simple Rebbe, simple person. So again, it's coming to the Rebbe is something special that you, when you are there, you feel it. So I'm going to be there, God willing, the Shabbos before Rosh Hashanah, and whoever wants to send me his names for davening by Rosh Hashanah in Uman, please send it to my email address. It's aharonkarmi@gmail.com, aharoncarmi@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to have you, even though we don't know each other yet. Some other people who may see this video sometimes in life, don't hesitate to send an email with your names. And this is going to be the last Shabbos of the year. And as I've mentioned before, the last Shabbos of the year is going to be 27th of Elul, September 20th. Last Shabbos of the year, Shabbos Nitzavim. We have in 3 Shabbosim from now, and try to make that Shabbos super special. Yes, every Shabbos is special. I always talk about it, but the last Shabbos of the year, try to make it the best. And I always say that again. I say that I'm saying that many times, but this one is for real. Okay, try to make that Shabbos in 3 Shabbosim the best Shabbos of the year, because the last Shabbos of the year have the power to elevate all the Shabbosim of the year. If you have done something not accurate during any specific Shabbos, any Shabbos during the year, and you are working very hard on this last Shabbos of the year to make it proper and to try to see if you have not made any Shabbos in the past, like you were supposed to, or something happened to you during any random Shabbos of the year. If you got angry at that Shabbos, or if you were forced to do something you didn't want to do on Shabbos, or you had maybe a Chilul Shabbos, could be that you were forced or didn't have a chance, whatever it is that you did something wrong in any Shabbos of this year, take the last Shabbos as a project. Prepare for it. Do something special for it. Work on it emotionally and spiritually. Make a little cheshbon nefesh before Shabbos if there was any problem during Shabbosim before. And when you come to that Shabbos, the last Shabbos of the year, you'll be able to correct all the Shabbosim of the year that we went through. So we see that every damage has an option for correction. A Jew must live his life in a wonderful way, in the awareness, the understanding, the realization that whatever happened in your life, even previous history, whatever happened to you in your life, right or wrong, mostly wrong, you can fix it, you can correct it, and that's the golden rule in a Jew's life. There's never despair, always a chance, a second chance. And as we learned from the last Shabbos of the year, you can actually pick up all the other Shabbosim of the year and to correct them. So I wish you Shana Tova. and k'tiva v'chatima tova for you and your household, for all the friends and people who are depending on you, that you should be able to teach the world the good points that you have. And Hashem help us to be a cup that will be able to get to Uman safely and come back safely. And Ubal Etzion Goel, we should see have the Geula Shlema, hopefully very, very soon. Shabbos, good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos, Rabbi.